Welcome to our video on the latest news updates. In this video, we'll be discussing the top headlines from around the world. Thank you for joining us, and let's dive into the news. Let's start with the most important headlines. Avatar 2, M3GAN hold on to top spots at the box office. Hamlin cheers on bills from home, says heart is with team. Miss USA Gabriel wins Miss Universe competition. Yuga football player killed in wreck after title celebration. Georgia offensive lineman Devin Willock and a recruiting staff member were killed early Sunday in a car wreck, the school said, just hours after the Bulldogs celebrated their second straight national championship with a parade and ceremony. Two other members of the football program were injured in the crash, which occurred in Athens, south of the Georgia campus. They were not immediately identified, but the school said both were in stable condition. ESPN reported that another offensive lineman, Warren McClendon, was among the injured. The junior announced Saturday he was entering the NFL draft. The single-vehicle wreck occurred at approximately 2:45 a.m., according to a statement from the Athens-Clarke County Police Department. The initial investigation found that a Ford Expedition left the roadway, striking two power poles and several trees, the statement said.
The 20-year-old Willock was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the vehicle, 24-year-old Chandler LaCroix, was transported to a hospital, where she died from her injuries. LaCroix was a recruiting analyst for the Bulldogs. On Saturday, Georgia marked its 65-7 rout of TCU in the national championship game with a parade through town and a ceremony at Sanford Stadium.
Miss USA Gabriel wins Miss Universe competition. New Orleans, AP, Gabriel, a fashion designer, model and sewing instructor from Texas who competition officials said is the first Filipino-American to win Miss USA, was crowned Miss Universe on Saturday night. Gabriel closed her eyes and clasped hands with runner-up Miss Venezuela, Amanda Dudamel, at the moment of the dramatic reveal of the winner, then beamed after her name was announced. Thumping music rang out, and she was handed a bouquet of flowers, draped in the winner's sash and crowned with a tiara on stage at the 71st Miss Universe competition, held in New Orleans. In the Q&A at the last stage of the competition for the three finalists, Gabriel was asked how she would work to demonstrate Miss Universe is an empowering and progressive organization if she were to win. I would use it to be a transformational leader, she responded, citing her work using recycled materials in her fashion design and teaching sewing to survivors of human trafficking and domestic violence. It is so important to invest in others, invest in our community, and use your unique talent to make a difference. Rights to the pageant, once partly owned by former President Donald Trump, were bought last year by a Thai business tycoon and transgender activist for $20 million from IMG Worldwide LLC, a New York-based sports and talent marketing company. Hamlin cheers on bills from home, says heart is with team. Orchard Park, New York, AP, Bills safety Damar Hamlin, who is still recovering after going into cardiac arrest on the field in Cincinnati 2 weeks ago, cheered via Twitter from home Sunday during Buffalo's wildcard playoff home game against the Miami Dolphins. My heart is with my guys as they compete today. Hamlin tweeted less than an hour before kickoff. Supporting from home as I focus on my recovery. Nothing I want more than to be out there with them. Hamlin posted, along with a video of himself greeting fans during the Bills' last game against Miami, which was on December 17th. A person with direct knowledge of the player's schedule had told the Associated Press on Sunday that Hamlin planned to attend the game in person. He later said those plans may have changed. The person spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity because Hamlin has kept his schedule and recovery private since being released from a Buffalo hospital on Wednesday. Hamlin visited teammates at the Bills Stadium on Saturday but has not been seen in public since being rushed off the field in Cincinnati in an ambulance on January 2nd. He spent more than a week in the hospital, much of the time in critical condition. His occasional tweets during the game Sunday included a first-half shout-out to his replacement, Dean Marlowe, after he intercepted a pass from Miami quarterback Skylar Thompson. After Dallas Zoo leopard escape, cut found in monkey habitat. Dallas, AP, police investigating after a clouded leopard escaped her enclosure at the Dallas Zoo say a cutting tool was used to intentionally make an opening in the fence of the small cat's habitat, and a similar cut was found at a habitat for small monkeys. Dallas police said Saturday evening that they did not know if the two incidents were related. None of the langur monkeys escaped and none appeared to be harmed. On Friday, arriving zoo workers discovered that a clouded leopard named Nova was missing from her habitat. A day-long search ensued, during which the zoo was closed while staff and police combed the 100-acre, 40-hectare grounds. She was discovered by late afternoon near her habitat. After it was determined that Nova wasn't injured, the zoo said that she spent Saturday with her sister, Luna, in their habitat, perched up on a high branch while so many guests stopped by to wish her well. Police and zoo officials have said they have reviewed surveillance footage but would not say what it showed or whether there were potential suspects. Animals have escaped enclosures from the Dallas Zoo before. Most notably was in 2004, when a 340-pound, 154-kilogram gorilla named Jabari jumped over a wall and went on a 40-minute rampage that injured 3 people before police shot and killed the animal. After it was determined that Nova wasn't injured, the zoo said that she spent Saturday with her sister, Luna, in their habitat, perched up on a high branch while so many guests stopped by to wish her well. Police and zoo officials have said they have reviewed surveillance footage but would not say what it showed or whether there were potential suspects. Animals have escaped enclosures from the Dallas Zoo before. Most notably was in 2004, when a 340-pound, 154-kilogram gorilla named Jabari jumped over a wall and went on a 40-minute rampage that injured 3 people before police shot and killed the animal. There were such huge expectations and a lot of naysayers that opening weekend, said Paul Dergarabedian, the senior media analyst for ComScore. But Avatar, for a James Cameron movie, is moving at lightning speed up the domestic and global box office chart. I think he always knew this would be a $2 billion movie. Second place went to Universal and Blumhouse M3GAN, which in its second weekend in theaters added $17.9 million through Sunday and an estimated $21.2 million including Monday. The modestly budgeted thriller that cost a reported $12 million to produce has made $59.8 million in North America.